while one of Britain's largest playmakers stacked it leftward over an enormous file of titles. But for each household favorite, down there were rather a few thou perhaps never heard of. Monopolist, in its stack of crayon document cache and fights above who gets to act the top hat, is the most significant executive board play. But near such a classical literature, collectors at Leeds Museum unearthed a bizarre matrix of less than well-named titles. They were found for a stocktake of more than rather than 1,000 games and jigsaws of the vaults of Waddingtons, one day the UK editor of Monopolist. The Leeds Company, that closed in 1994, presented above its whole gallery to the Museum for secure compliance. Kitten Ross, the Museum's public story supervisor, told, "We've surely unsecured a bizarre gallery of supernatural and beautiful games that rather stood the testing of period. Amongst this, lie gems is yours common wet day mix of thigh-thrusting, eerie thrills and bullish reproduction fluids. Expect. Which? Yes, you recite how order. The snappily titled class up to a elitist's cow, think monopolist but in bovine, perhaps has the largest uses of the speech seed always seen in a executive board play. Marketed as a play of ability and opportunity for milk farmers and created in association in the UK Friesian bovine community, the aim is to put and trading in ox semen in procedure to enhance the quality assurance of yours flock. Every gamer starts in 6 herd and £1,500 of the banking. Herd can just be modernized by collecting seed discs as players job their way about the executive board. But watch out the reefs on the way. Choose up a marketplace map that state the cow has insistent mastopathy, sale her at the marketplace cost and you win tea preliminary to fresher pastures. The at first gamer to class up 4 persons of their non-pedigree herd to elitist statute is topped the victor. Revenue of turnover of the play were sacrificed to a youthful farms team, though he's not precise if elitist's cow done them a lot of lola. Ms. Ross told, "I'm not certainly how lot families would include merrily set downward for a play on milk agriculture. I believe he's equitable to say it had a really bounded circulation. Several 20-year up it initiated elitist's cow on an unaware social, Waddington solved to reinvent the wheel the unusual Victorian history time of communing in the corpse as a innocuous play of fun for family. A key component of any nice youthful overnight stay, Ouija had been famous with the 19th age, in us toy manufacturer Parker Brothers purchasing rights to the executive board of entrepreneur William Fuld. In 1968, Waddingtons driven out their own release to sale in toy shops about the UK. A business ammunition depot of the period state, the executive board contains the speech affirmative, not, and farewell, and set out in 3-channel are the letters of the script and the numbers 0 to 9. It is managed by 2 human beings, who location their fingers on a cardiac-shaped stay, that in the center has a circle window box. Along the 2 human beings can investigate the telepathy and search consultation of such an else planet. Though the play was a big business successful, the next print hysterics proven its collapse. It trapped a special period while superstitions were upcoming behind and human beings were received more than worried on the occultic, Ms. Ross told. Kitten Ross, the museum's supervisor of public story, told it trapped a special period while superstitions were upcoming behind and human beings were received more than worried on the occultic. Down there was a ethical scare how younger generation were sat in their bedrooms inviting up the ghost planet. Waddington solved the perhaps wasn't ideally for a household industry so it disappeared of the shelves following a year. Several of the games in the Leeds file were done by Waddingtons. The company was frequently shipped means of manufacturers across the sea, consisting contemporary day live video play gigantic Nintendo. Up it rotated an Italian locksmith in red dungarees in a domestic icon of Japan. The Kyoto-based company sold in more than analog delicacy amongst its 1960s offerings was Hip Hop Fury Po, Thigh Somersault in British, a release of US company Parker Brothers' reply to the blasphemy rap mania and an very wholesome play for the entire flesh, on to its guide. 2 players halt the fin, a plasticity gizmo in a chime assigned, in the air by press each end of a metal arm in their belly. The gyrating couple start by slow driving of leftward to order in tandem, representing a ticker-like movement. Their aim is to construct, and support, quite force to hold the fin rotating in complete revolutions on its axle out of it declining to the land. I wonder he's on how length you can hip somersault up you get the giggles or the belt waterfall away, Ms. Ross told. To vary get the side rocking, the instructions encourage players to matchstick their movements to several piece of music, particularly if it has a come beat, to build a fun and enjoyable ambience. One day thou ve assimilated how, the maker's problem players to get a bit more than bold, as you get superior at rotating in the regular path, try joining the fin to yours behind or sides. Or, real to its household-friendly picture, Nintendo done it probable to bisect the long of the unit so guys could get in on the thigh-thrusting entertainment. Outwardly, though toy makers include their spies. The play ended up in the Waddingtons file following Creature shipped of Madrid as testimony of capacity copyright law violation, Ms. Ross told. La Paz is substantially monopolist, the company's largest famous play, although in a Spanish behalf that translates to world in British. Waddingtons was shipped the play of Madrid to explore capacity copyright law violation, Ms. Ross told. La Paz is mainly a break-off of Monopolist, the Leeds company's largest famous play, although in a Spanish behalf that translates to world in Spanish. The play was done in 1950 at a period while Spain was by the guideline of autocrat Francisco Franco and not trade at international level. Ms. Ross explainable, Waddingtons was shipped the by who spotty it in Spain. Since Spain was not trade in some countries the business did not include the force to pursue them. Yet he's exciting how they had eyes about the planet looking out for the type of imitator behavior. She added, this reality the play was named World is ironical since Monopolist is cute merciless and famous for challenging Lot a household reason. Hold it easy, silly. The informal prayer of Lot a difficult-nosed document text editor. But the creative professionals of Shovel, a 1953 play of everyday newspapers and their reporters, that features a bewildering matrix of trimming, maybe didn't get the communication. In spite the play makes a equitable colloque of reconstructing the awe of Navy Road, wherever journalists racing their rivals to get to the top stories. Each gamer is a interviewer and every gets a paper frontline web page to fill in stories and adverts of as top a importance as probable. Ms. Ross told, fair by the name one you can speak the is a really UK play and was really common of the 1950s down there are several large stories for promising reporters to choose of to fill in their web page, such as Flight Burglar Steals £3,000 of Artist's Plane. The victor is the gamer who completes the frontline web page and goes to click at first. Certainly the largest frightening portion of the play would be the dreadful urge of the text editor to discover out if yours history is departure to be binned or no.